So as you can see, no action on any of the three courts at this precise moment, but action will be getting underway in just a minute. And we will have the only quarterfinal remaining in the women's singles, the last semi-final place to be decided, and that's Hyun against the former world champion Ratchanok Intanon. After that, we'll have men's singles with the newly crowned world champion Victor Axelsen. So many of the fans here have come to see him against Srikanth Kidambi, and then we'll finish with men's doubles. Well, as I was saying, just one place to be decided in the women's singles draw now. And as you can see, Tai Tzu-Ying, the world #1 and beaten finalist last year. It's possible, Steve, we could have a repeat of last year's final if Tai Tzu-Ying were to win her semi-final and Akane Yamaguchi the same, then it would be a repeat. But we need to decide who will be the last player in that semi-final lineup. Will it be Hyun of Korea or Ratchanok Intanon?
Now on court #1, women's singles. Please welcome ranked #3 in the world, from Korea, Hyun.
Hyun of Korea, beaten finalist here 4 years ago.
Former world champion, from Thailand, Ratchanok Intanon.
2013 world champion Ratchanok Intanon, former world #1 player.
The service judge is Amparo Rayo, Spain.
There she is, wants to emulate the only other player to win a title here at the Denmark Open, and of course that was a year ago in the men's singles when Tanon Saksin Sumbunsak beat Soman Ho in the final. Well, when you talk about consistency, you've always got to talk about Hyun. This is her 7th consecutive appearance here, and the 7th consecutive year she's reached at least the quarter-final stage. That is incredible. She's only 26 years of age. 2 semi-finals, once a beaten finalist, and 3 quarter-finals, including last year when she lost to Tai Tzu-Ying. So she has been as high as #2 in the world, a total of 3 weeks at #2, but she's currently #3, as you can see, born in Seoul in the Republic of Korea. And her mother, Kim Yun-ya, won 3 titles here at the Denmark Open, 1 singles and 2 women's doubles. What a family tradition. Now, as far as her matches are concerned, she's had Danish opposition in her first 2 rounds, went the full distance against Rulla of Denmark, lost the opening game there. I wonder if a bit of jet lag was to blame there, not to take anything away from the Dane. Qualifier in the second round. I don't know whether you saw that one, Steve, in the very first round. But as far as her opponent is concerned, Ratchanok Intanon, 22 years of age. My goodness, she's still only 22. World champion 4 years ago in Guangzhou in China. She was quarter-finalist just a couple of months ago in Glasgow at the World Championships. Twice been an All-England finalist, but never reached the final here. She's been in 2 semi-finals, 2011 and 2013, making her 5th appearance here at this particular Super Series event. In the first round, she lost to the 2-time European Championship silver medalist, Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland. And then in the second round, a player promoted from the qualifying, Michelle Lee of Canada, who had reached the final of the Dutch Grand Prix last week. Well, this incredibly will be the 16th meeting between these two players. Of the previous 15, Sungji Hyun has won 9 of them, including the last 3. The last time was in the group stage of the Sudirman Cup, the World Mixed Team Championships, which took place on the Gold Coast in Australia earlier this year. 2 straight games, as you saw, 13 and 17 in 46 minutes.
Ready to play?
So the umpire calls for players ready to play. Alangru Subu of Denmark is our umpire for this one. Steen, did you see the first round match with Sungji Hyun against the young Dane?
No, I didn't see it. But one of those score lines that sort of indicates that getting used to the conditions in the hole, and then in the second and third game, no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, second and third game was 10 and 8, having lost the first to 17, which seems to support your theory.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Sungji Hyun, Korea. And on my left, Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. Ratchanok Intanon to serve. Love all. Play.
So the former world champion Ratchanok Intanon nearest to us, getting this quarter-final underway. Her opponent, the number 3 seed, Sungji Hyun of Korea. My goodness, that was well put away, wasn't it? Delightful player to watch, Ratchanok Intanon. Beautiful mover around the court and appears to have this wonderfully relaxed hitting style, as if it's all just come so naturally. But I'm sure she's worked very hard on making it look so easy.
Yeah.
It's over. 1-0.
I was a little bit surprised to see that head-to-heads that it was 9-6 in favor of Sungji Hyun. But reading it a little bit more, I could see that before 2013, before Ratchanok Intanon won her World Championship, Sungji Hyun, she raced off to a 6-2 lead in head-to-heads, then losing 4 straight encounters, and now the last year here, she's won the last 3 meetings since Ratchanok won that 3 Super Series in a row streak that she had with India, Malaysia, and Singapore. And
last year.
Yeah, last year. In my opinion, Ratchanok hasn't yet been the same player as she was in those 3 tournaments. She suffered injury, and I hope she's on her way back, and that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. Park Tae-sung, Korean coach. It's gone wide.
It's over.
Sung, of course, instrumental in Korea's surprising Sudirman Cup victory. Can she maintain that great form throughout the year? That's the question in my mind in this match here. Didn't perform that well in Japan and Korea Open.
6-2.
Yeah, I have to say, Steen, that Sudirman Cup final on the Gold Coast in May, I mean, it was an extraordinary event, wasn't it? And Korea beating China, and the player on court now beating Herbing Jiao within singles.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, we didn't think it was possible really to start when we saw the lineup and the order of matches to be played. It was a wonderful occasion, a wonderful sporting spectacle.
It was. I have to apologize because it was tough information. She didn't win all her matches. She lost twice to Tai Tzu Ying, but she won when it mattered to the team.
It's over. 3-7.
Oh, that's great control.
Service over. 8-3.
Oh, she couldn't have walked over there and placed it any better. That's magnificent.
Service over. 4-8.
Had the honour of being the flag bearer at the Rio Olympic Games opening ceremony, Ratchanok Intanon. Oh, my goodness me.
Service over. 9-4.
Missed it.
It's over. 5-9.
It's interesting already now how many shots are being played towards the left-hand side of the court here, because we've seen a number of other players shying away from that side.
Yeah.
That's not the case here. They're playing it. They're just trying to play it with the correct marking, and you need to do that. I mean, you won't win this tournament if you say, "Oh, I can't play the left-hand side because I'm scared of the drift."
7-9.
Well, how many times do we see the fact that Sungji Hyun seems to start a match slowly and just works and works and works her way back in?
I wonder what happened if they started with 5-0 for the opponent on the scoreboard, whether she would then be able to to play full.
Oh, that's another perfect placement.
It's over.
It's amazing control.
10-8.
Oh,
Same place again.
yeah, wonderful. So it is former world champion Ratchanok Intanon who has a 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
지금 11점의 실점 그 포인트가 오른쪽 뒤에 왼쪽에서 직선 스매시 때리다가 대각선 드라이브 빵 맞은 거하고 오른쪽에서 카트 나는데 직선으로 리턴 빨리 온 거하고 지금 이거 지금 거의 4.5점을 나갔단 말이야. 오른쪽 뒤에가 지금. 오른쪽 뒤에가 지금. 지현이가 지금 몸도 덜 풀린 것도 있겠지만 지금 차고 나가지 못한단 말이야. 차고 나가지 못하면 뭐다? 준비를 좀 신경을 더 써줘야 되는 거야 지금. 봐봐 지금도 다 오른쪽으로 치고 있단 말이야 지금. 지현이 오른쪽으로. 왼쪽으로 지현이가 이렇게 잡잖아. 차고 나갈 수가 있는데 지금 오른쪽으로 못 차고 나가니까. 오른쪽으로 주의 있게 봐야 돼. 오른쪽으로. 예를 들어 스매시 받거나 카트 받잖아. 여기 빨리 봐야 돼. 오케이?
Coach, please. Coach.
จังหวะลูกข้างหลังอะเวลามันรอเนี่ยรอปุ๊บเมย์เตรียมถีบไปดิเวลามันรอปุ๊บมันรอเมย์ไปย่อดิเมย์ยืนเฉยๆตีมาแล้วเมย์วิ่งเลยถ้าแล้วเวลามันรอลูกเมย์ไปย่อตามไม่ต้องรอมันตีปุ๊บไม่ย่อย่อไปแล้วสองเข้าหน้าไม่ให้เมย์จะปั่นอย่างนี้มันเดียวมันหยอดย้อยๆอ่ะเมย์เข้ามาหยอดหยุดธรรมดาพอแล้วใช่ป่ะหยุดธรรมดา
So player resumes.
It's over. 9-11.
It's going wide.
And long.
It's over.
Well, Steen, I've just checked the record books, and I was talking about the fact that Sung Ji-hyun's mother has won 3 titles here, 1 singles and 2 doubles. What I hadn't realised was that her father, Sung Han-kuk, was beaten in the final here in 1985, lost out to Morton Frost in the final. Both parents have been in the final.
Yeah, and her father was at some point the national coach actually up until I think 2012.
Service over. 10-12.
No, it was such a short lift. It's surprising that didn't put the first one away, Ratchanok.
It's over. 13-11.
Missed it.
14-11.
Please welcome the technical officials to the court number 3 and court number 4.
Well, the clear wasn't deep enough from Ratchanok Intanon.
12.
This one.
14.
Yeah. Leapt from the base position. Sung Ji-hyun to play the winner.
It's over.
Oh, it's interesting. There's definitely more desire to try and dictate the pace of the rallies from Ratchanok than certainly I was seeing in Korea last month at the Korean Super Series. And I think that's a good thing. I like her style of play when she's prepared to attack and dictate the pace.
and their opponents from Indonesia who beat the world champions yesterday. Divya Diswara Harris and Rizky Amelia Radita. Umpire Hyun Germany and Solstars Indonesia.
Oh, she's found the line again. Wasn't quite as deep this time, but
16,
plumb on the line. And that's hitting with the drift. It's remarkable control. Look at that. Perfection.
And now on court number 2, men's singles. Please welcome the bronze medalist from the World Championship, currently ranked 2 in the world, from Korea, Son Hwan-ho.
Oh yes, a flatter smash this time, but straight down the line.
12.
And his opponent from India, the winner of US Open, Ratchanok. Umpire Ratchanok Intanon from Estonia and Solstars Danisa from Serbia.
Oh yes. Well, as I said a moment ago, I really do like it when she's prepared to attack and to take the pace.
Yeah.
And it seems to be more and more successful for her.
She was really fast on that forehand smash there.
Bye.
4 straight points. Five straight points.
19-12.
Oh. Ooh, challenge, yes. Our first challenge of the day.
Subdivision challenges.
Well, I saw that as landing right in the corner. I thought that landed in. But we'll wait for Hawkeye. Yeah, I was right.
Correction in.
Good challenge. Yeah, plumb on the line.
Service over.
That's not a good call by the linesman.
19.
No.
I'm still stunned by the drift here in the hole. It's really severe. I mean, think about all the outs we've seen that have been so far out that everybody in the hole, no matter where they were sitting, were able to see it.
Oh, that's delightful.
But it seems like Ratchanok, she's got the touch on that sideways drift there.
20. Game point. 13.
7 opportunities to close out this opening game for Ratchanok Intanon.
Good defense.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good rally to close out the opening game. Ratchanok Intanon 21-13 in 17 minutes.
21-13.
Yeah, what an excellent final rally to this opening game. Good movement, good shots.
마지막에 19점, 13점 서비스 잘 그렇게 봐봐봐. 그렇지. 여기서 대각선 리턴을 가려면 너를 지나가야 된단 말이야. 그럼 네가 얼마든지 속아도 발 바꿔서 나갈 수 있어? 딱 서비스 넣었지. 네가 다리가 이렇게 되는데 이렇게 넣었기 때문에 이쪽이 늦단 말이야. 아니면 또 앞에가 이렇게 돼 있기 때문에 턱은 또 여기하고 여기만 아까처럼 살짝 빼주고 앞에 갔다 차고 들어가면 되는 거. 다 빼면 네가 빨리 낚아챘어야 돼. 너무 자신이 없었단 말이야. 알고 있었는데 너무 밋밋하게 갔단 말이야. 무슨 말인지 알겠어? 지금 마지막 그렇게 하면 돼, 지현아. 퍼스트 게임 이렇게 끝난 거 신경 쓰지 마. 알잖아. 이렇게 끝나도 세컨드 게임 절대 그렇게 이렇게 안 돼. 진짜 잠깐. 대신에 지금 봐봐라. 지현이가 아무리 리턴을 해도 밀린 상태에서 리턴하잖아. 딴 거 없어. 100%야. 뭐 돌리는 거 없어. 99.9%도 아니야. 무조건 스매싱이란 말이야. 그럼 밀는 건 뭐야? 무조건 수비야. 무조건 수비. 그런데 대신에 오른쪽에서 밀려서 가잖아. 오른쪽 스매싱이 많이 온단 말이야. 지현이가 밀고 들어가기 때문에 오른쪽이 많이 온단 말이야. 치고 오른쪽. 또 하트가 길게 갔다? 요 뒤에 빨리 준비해주란 말이야. 뒤에 여기 이쪽 해놓고 발 바꾸지 말고.
Seems like he wants it to get quicker out of the forehand corner. We should interpret the body language.
He's very animated, isn't he? Very passionate.
We've got to pick up some Asian language like Traxxas, and if you take Korean, then I'll choose another one. Maybe Bahasa. That goes in both Malaysia and Indonesia.
ได้เปรียบแล้วเราก็ต้องคิดลูกต่อไปว่าเฮ้ยทำยังไงให้ได้เปรียบต่อเอาไว้ก่อนไปก่อนไม่ให้ได้เปรียบปุ๊บเมย์จะวางไม่เปรียบปุ๊บเมย์จะวางเมย์ต้องหาจังหวะให้ได้เปรียบต่อใช่ไหมถ้าถึงเวลาก็ซัดถูกป่ะ2เข้าหน้าแบ็คแฮนด์ตัวนี้เมย์เข้าไปถึงแล้วอ่ะเมย์จะไปเน้นที่มือมาก
I'm guessing he's pretty happy with his player in that opening game.
Yeah. But still lots of things to discuss because of the drift.
Yeah.
Almost the worst thing that could happen for Sung to clear long, because they probably discussed that she's playing a little bit up against the drift now, and then what's that? There is no drift. I've just put it long on the clear.
Oh, look at that. That is just lovely. The first backhand defensive shot played deep into the forehand corner. There it was. Second one, little block across court. What great variation.
Service over. 1-3.
Double looking wide. I think that's.
Oh yes.
That's a fantastic shot. I love that shot there. The cross court from the forehand side. Not a whole lot of players place it, because if the opponent retrieves it, it goes back to your own backhand side. Absolutely perfect placement. And that opens up everything, because now Sung, when she plays that side, she's got to cover the whole court. She can't just say, oh, most of the smashes is straight or to the body. No, there's also full power cross smashes. Well played.
Oh, yes.
Service over. 2-4.
Sung Ji-hyun's coach, Park Tae-sang, I don't think he was at the World Championships, was he?
No, he wasn't.
His wife was expecting a baby, I think.
Ah, okay, that's it. Was the Indonesian coach working in Korea, Africa. His name, together with Sung Ji-hyun. No, not Sung Ji-hyun. Together with
5-2.
Kim Ji-hyun.
Kim Ji-hyun, yes. Agustui Santoso.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much he was missed by the players, what an influence he is, because he's so passionate about his coaching.
Yeah.
5.
And he's in a little bit of a tight spot right now, because on the adjacent court, someone who is playing, and he's coached by Jung Jae-sung, who I suppose is mostly taking care of the doubles department with the Korean team. The former great international doubles player.
Yeah. Former world #1 with Lee Young-dae. Oh, he's landed in. There's another challenge here from Sung Ji-hyun.
De skriver autografer kl. 19:30 i børnerummet.
Good call, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 6-all.
Oh, my goodness me. What a sensational shot.
7-6.
Yeah. And Sung Ji-hyun hadn't even backed off from the net. She was hovering there, but totally deceived by that. Oh, that's called just wide. She's challenging again.
Challenges called out.
If she's wrong on this, she's got no challenges left here in this second game. And she is wrong.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 8-6.
And it's the first touching point of the cork. Because here we can see the feathers seem to touch the line.
A little stamp of frustration from Ratchanok Intanon. No, I actually like that, Steen, the fact that she's overtly showing us how much she cares about this, because there have been occasions when I've watched Ratchanok Intanon where I've sort of thought, you know, she's got such a relaxed, easy style about her. I've even questioned in my own mind whether she really has the desire to win. Of course she does.
I think she has and has had. There it was again. She's not afraid to go all out now. I was looking at her movement around the court and her acceleration and so on, and I think she's in probably the best form since suffering those injuries after the third consecutive Super Series win in Singapore. I just think that she's been really aware of the situation herself, and it's really hard to be highly motivated and hungry when you know that you're not where you want to be.
Yeah.
You're simply trying to get by. You don't have the speed and ball control that you know that you can have when you're in your best shape, and just tries your best. But this is looking interesting. This is looking really interesting. And we know that she's a fantastic player in windy conditions. We've also seen it here today, but I think it was ahead of the 2015 World Championships where she won the Indonesia Open, and in my book was one of the favorites to win the World Championships in the same hall.
Yeah. Well, she's looking impressive at the moment. And it's exactly the same scoreline at the mid-game interval here in the second game as it was in the first. 11-8, the advantage to Ratchanok. Look at that. It's lovely.
And normally in windy conditions, the players favored are the speedy players and the players with excellent control and deceptions. So we're going to see a lot of those players. We know that already, that two of the players that we have in the semifinals are players that match this description. This match is still going on, so we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves this time. I often do it, but let's see how it pans out. I also think it looks like Song is in reasonable physical shape. Actually in quite good physical shape, but it seems like the shots are not as sharp as they could be. And maybe it's just the opposition that's making it difficult for her.
Yeah. Nice, that's nice. All about placement rather than power.
9-11.
Super.
Right.
Goodness me, you have so many options, don't you, when you take it early?
And it hurts Song Ji-hyun when she's under pressure and she's played twice the same corner, because I mean she's a tall woman and got to be quick out of the corners. So when she's played back there, then it's really, really tough.
There's 175, 5'9" tall, which for women badminton players is tall. I know PV Sindhu is taller. And
12.
Sun Yu, of course, who was the number 6 seed here, but sadly withdrew before the tournament got underway.
I missed that because I was wondering what's happened with Sun Yu. I couldn't see her in the tournament. I totally missed that she's withdrawn. That's not good enough. I have to do better.
That's well wrong, my goodness me.
13-9.
Oh,
Shot.
what a shot. That's super.
Service over. 10-13.
Just watch how she wraps the racket head around the shuttle there. Guiding it down across court.
Yeah, and that's exactly how you can use the drift. If you can find the correct spot and aiming at that, then the drift will help you make an even faster shot when you're playing it in the wind direction here, and makes it really hard for the opponent to retrieve it.
Just long.
Yeah, she's got to rely on the linesman now, Sung Ji-hyun, because she's out of challenges.
It's over.
Not reading those returns, the little blocks back to the net or the net shots at all, is she?
No.
And you've got to ask, if you're going to serve there, what are you expecting?
You have to cover the front court much more. You have to be much more alert to the front court, because that's the fastest shot that Intanon can make.
Yeah.
If you place to the back court, you've got more time to react.
Yeah. Nice net shot. It's just long. Opened up the 4-point cushion again. He's looking a little concerned now, Park Tae-sung. No, missed it.
It's over. 12-15. Service over.
Let's put it long again
16,
in the most
12.
safe corner on the court, and I simply think she's not smashing enough. We didn't get it in slow here, but I feel that the shot from Intanon is short, and Sung just tries to punch the clear, but if she does that on a short clear, then it will still go long.
Well, this is the best form that I've seen as well. I totally agree with what you were saying earlier. Since she won those 3 tournaments, Super Series tournaments in 3 weeks last year, last April. But sadly, I think those 3 tournament wins in 3 weeks for Ratchanok actually did for her. I think physically, that's when she broke down after that. Exactly. She became world #1, which was fantastic achievement. But actually, the wear and tear on the body in winning 3 singles titles in 3 consecutive weeks was all too much for her body to take.
Yeah.
It's
at least it's a theory,
17,
yeah.
And
12.
of course it can also be just bad luck. It's just when you have those 3 wins, and think about how many tough matches there is in women's singles, then it's the most likely solution, in my opinion.
Service over.
Yeah. But of course, when a player
Explanation.
enters those 3 tournaments in 3 weeks, she probably wouldn't have been expecting to win all 3.
No.
And therefore, you know, if you lose in a second round or a quarterfinal,
then it's good to have another tournament.
Then it's good to have another tournament. So it's difficult decision-making when tournaments are so close like that, and they're going to be even closer next year. And that's a waste for the number 3 seed, Sung Ji-hyun.
You could say that she was actually too good for her own good by getting so far in all 3 tournaments and winning them. And this is perhaps where team management should have stepped in and say, okay, 2 wins now, and with the Olympics just around the corner, I think we call it a day, and
after
some
the
recovery
first,
after the first 2 wins.
Yeah.
I know it's not what the tournament directors want to hear, but for instance, a tournament like Swiss Open has suffered for that in a number of years, where if players are going all the way in All England, it's such a traditional tournament. A number of them choose to skip Swiss the week after, or if they go, they don't really have their heart in it. And I mean,
yeah,
that's the way it is.
Yeah, it is. That's reality. And the reality for this lady is she's 2 points away from reaching a 3rd semi-final here at the Denmark Open.
And that's going to be one of the look forward to matches.
Service over.
That semi-final, if it materializes.
15-19.
Ratchanok Intanon against the world number 1 Tai Soo-yin. Yes, it's a really interesting prospect. But if anybody can fight back, this lady can. Sung Ji-hyun. Gone wrong. Well.
17.
Only 2 points in it now.
Ratchanok. If you want the shuttle changed, say it immediately.
If you want the shuttle change, say so immediately.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I agree. Oh.
Just 1 point in it now. My goodness me.
18-19.
What was I saying a moment ago? This is a huge point. Either match point after this, or it's 19 all. Yeah, good smash from Ratchanok. And it's the latter. It's match point opportunities. 2 match point opportunities, to be precise, for Ratchanok Intanon. It's gone long. Ratchanok Intanon is through to a 3rd semi-final here at the Denmark Open, beating the number 3 seed Sung Ji-hyun in 2 straight games. 21-13, 21-18 in a match lasting 43 minutes.
Ratchanok Intanon, 21-13, 21-18.
Final shot from Sung Ji-hyun to flat and going well long of the back line. Oh, what a great performance by this lady, Ratchanok Intanon. Best form that we've seen for perhaps about a year, and lovely to see. Confirmation 21-13, 21-18 in 43 minutes. So 3 quarterfinals have been completed, and all 3 have been just 2 games. Next up is men's singles, and it features the number 8 seed Srikanth Kadambi, who's been in 3 Super Series tournament finals already this year, having won 2 back-to-back, the Indonesian and the Australian.